Welcome to Grade 6 Science, Treasure Island International School online class. This is class 6, chapter 10. Topic of this lesson is motion and measurement. Today we are going to learn about how to measure correctly, how to measure the length correctly. The correct measurement of length. In our daily life, we use various types of measuring device. We use meter scale, that like meter scale, tap, and then measuring rod. So many types of tools we have to use to measure the length. So for measuring the length, a tailor uses a tap, whereas a cloth merchant uses a meter rod. For measuring the length of an object, you must choose a suitable device. You can't measure the width of a tree or size of your chest using a meter scale. Okay, we are not able to find the width of the tree or size of our chest using a meter scale. For instance, we are using the measuring tape. Measuring tape is suitable for this. Okay, so measuring our chest and then width of the tree, so we have to use the measuring tape, not use the meter scale. For small measurement such as length of our pencil, so we can use 50 centimeter small scale in our geometry box, isn't it? Small geometry box we have the small scale. Then measurement is 0 to up to 15 centimeters. It is enough to measure the length of your pencil. So for taking measurement of length, we need to take care of the following. So look at this picture. Place the scale incorrect with the object along its length as shown in the pictures. Okay, you have to use the scale and keep the scale like this to measure the length of the box. In some scales, the end may be broken. In some scale, the end may be broken, so you may not be able to see the zero mark clearly. So then what did you do? See, in such cases, you should avoid take the measurement of that scale. Then you take the measurement from 1. Okay, leave it the 0, 1. So look at this picture. Two pictures are there. Which one is correct? A or B? Yes, A is correct, B is incorrect. So you keep the scale correctly along the side of along the box or any objects. Here A is correct, B is wrong. Here we have to keep the scale before the box. Okay, this method is wrong method. So correct position of the eye is also important for measurement, for taking measurement. Your eye must be exactly in front of the point where the measurement is to be taken as shown in the pictures. Position B is the correct position of the eye. Note that from position B, the reading is 7.5. From position A and C, the reading may be different. So look at this picture. Which one is correct? A is correct. A is correct. B is wrong. Here mentioned wrong. A is not. Second B is wrong. So 3 persons take the reading and B only stand in front of the scale. So the reading is correct. And A and C not B of the scale is incorrect. Okay, then measurement also wrong. So we have to measure means we have to use the correct position of the eye also important. So your eye must be exactly in front of the point where the measurement to be taken. Look at this picture. The position B is the correct position of the eye. So what is the reading? reading is 7.5. From the position A and C, the readings is less than 7.5 or greater than 7.5. Okay. So which one? The three persons. B is the persons. He only look correctly in front of the scale. Measuring the length of a curved line. We cannot measure the length of a curved line directly by using a meter scale. So we use the thread to measure the length of a curved line. Measuring the curved line. It is possible to measure a curved line with a meter scale? No, isn't it? So well, it is not so. Hence, to measure a curved line, the following steps can be taken into account. Take a thread and tie a knot at one point. From this end, measure the small portions of the curved line which is somewhat straight and put the thumb. Now again start from the thumb, mark the position and measure another small portions of the line. So we take the activity. Now let us see the activity. So use the thread to measure the length of the curved line AB. Put a knot on the thread near one of its end. Place this knot on the point A. Now place a small portion of the thread along the line, keeping it tough using your fingers and thumb. Hold the thread at this point with one hand. Hold the thread at this point with the one hand. Using the other hand, stretch the little more portions of the thread along the curved line. So look at these pictures. We put a knot in one side and then we have to keep the thread along the curved line. Okay. So at the end, starting from A and then end with B. Keep on repeating this process till the other end B of the curved line is reached. Make a mark on the thread where it is touches the end B. Okay. First A we have to put the knot and then we have to reach the end B. Then we have to make a mark on the thread where it is touches the end B. Now stretch the thread along the meter scale. Measure the length between the knot and the beginning and the final mark on the thread. Okay. Measure length between the knot in the beginning and final mark on the thread. This gives the length of the curved line. AB. We said that we need a lot of care to ensure that we are measuring distance and lengths correctly, and we need some standard units and device which we measure the distance and convey our result to others. So we are using the meter, that is a standard unit, to measuring the length, and then we are using the kilogram. We have to measure the quantity of some object. Okay. And then we are used the liters, that is kiloliters. It is used for measuring the liquid substance. Then let us see some question answer based on this lesson. Why can't we use angle, muthi or fist as a standard unit of measurement of length? We cannot use angle, that is finger, or muthi, that is fist, as standard unit of measurement of length because the size of the body parts of different people are different. So it can create confusion. So we cannot use the finger and fist as a standard measurement. And the next one is, why is the system of unit measurement used all over the world now? What is that for length? So International System of Unit, that is SI unit, is system of unit of measurement used all over the world now. So SI unit of length is meter. So why can't we use elastic tape to measure the distance? You are using the measuring tape. The tape is made up of elastics. So why can't we use the elastic tape to measure the distance? We can't use elastic tape to measure this distance between. We will not know how much we stretch the tape during measurement. It will cause error. So you are making the measurement, we make the error. So then only we have to avoid the elastic tape to measure the length. How can we measure a curved line? We can measure the length of a curved line by using a thread. Measure the length between the beginning and the final mark on the thread, that gives the length of the curved line. Name some units of length. Units of length are kilometers, meters, centimeter and millimeters. What's the difference between kilometers and kilogram? Kilogram is the unit of weight, and whereas kilometer is the unit of length. What type of measuring device would you use to measure the girth of a tree? So what is a device would you use to measure the girth of a tree? So we are using a tap. Measuring tap is suitable to measure the girth of a tree or chest of and measure your chest also. How will you find the thickness of a thin wire? Take a round pencil and wrap the given wire round the pencil, making 25 turns, forming a coil. Okay, first take a round pencil and wrap the given wire around the pencil, making 25 turns, forming a coil. Measure the length of so formed coil. Divide the total length of the coil by number of turns. This is the thickness of the wire. Measure the length of the coil. Measure the length of the wire so formed coil. Divide the total length of the coil by number of turns. This is the thickness of the wire. This is the homework. How can you measure the length of a curved line? Explain briefly. Why can't you use elastic tape to measure distance? How will you find thickness of a wire?